This is perhaps one of the simplest of the recipes that I will be offering to you. Now, should I say, this is not my recipe, this is something that I have read about. But the point that I will make to you is that this is an exquisite recipe that applies to individuals who have mild difficulties because of cancer or the therapy related to the cancer. By now you have noticed that we do quite a lot of citrics into this, and this is indeed based into a lemon, to which, as simple as it is, we are going to be adding salt, and then we are going to be incorporating it all together in a container that has, however, to be sterile, and then that is being left in place for approximately 2 or 3 weeks for the lemon to get basically processed and cured. So very simple, because I am going to be quartering this. Now, interesting point that I will make to you, and that is the value of the recipe is indeed in the actual lemon, but perhaps more importantly is the skin. Because in the skin, not only there is this white part that is the meaty part of it, which allows for the biting process, but you remember that there is an oil that is in the outside of this, and it's the oil that will have the most important value from the therapeutic point of view, because that is going to enhance not only a production of saliva, which will enhance the mixing of the food as well as the swallowing process. So very simple. I have my container in here, and I already have put into it some salt, and I already have some lemon in the inside. But as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and add this to it. And of course, I'm going to try to cover it with the rest of my salt so that it gets covered. And eventually I will go ahead and take this one, seal it off, and put it aside and let it stand for about, say, 2 to 3 weeks. At 2 to 3 weeks, there has been enough of a time for this to get cured, and it's going to come out this form. And in essence, you can see that it has a little bit of dehydration to it. It has become to dry out, and then you will be able to peel this part. And in essence, this will be the part that will have the benefit to it. Now I have plated very nicely with some mint leaves, and I have left into that some of the rock salt. Again, the whole process is very simple. You can find lemons anywhere. You can cut it in pieces and you can have salt added to that. You just have to have patience, and after 2 or 3 weeks, it will be the most delicious and perhaps the most therapeutic of the meals that you can have. Again, a lot of thought process added to this. It's an enjoyment for us to do this for you. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. The value of it is the lemon and the ability of the skin of the lemon to offer to you a biting pleasure, as well as the stimulation of the salivary gland to produce saliva, which in terms help not only in the mixing of the food in your mouth, but in the swallowing process. Beyond that is delicious for normal or non-normal people. So I have basically several lemons, and I have a salt that is coarse salt. And then, very simple, what I have done is that I have a jar that has been previously sterilized. I have cut the lemons in quarters, and then I have added layers of salt and the lemons. I have sealed the container, and I have put it aside, and I have left that for approximately 2 to 3 weeks to be cured.